Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into GARP's challenge, Heavenly Demon 1, with all the monocolor teams to take down the Chopper Man GARP's challenge missions to get your hands on all those juicy gems. So if you head over to the special tab in GARP's, in Chopper Man missions, you'll see that you can get your hands on up to 100 rainbow gems for completing all of the GARP's challenges, and with this comes one team of every color for each GARP challenge. Now, I have been doing these series, and we started at Worst Generation, we're finishing at Heavenly Demon 1, so all of the videos should be out at this particular point, and on top of that, I did put together a 2023 guide with like new meta captains, with like a bunch of free-to-play subs. Today, we're trying not do support to make the teams fast, no stall, easy to build, but still use my box in a sense too. So if this video doesn't help you out, make sure to go check out that one. I'll link the link to that video in the description below. I'll also be running through how my brain works when it comes to this team building for Heavenly Demon 1, so that'll hopefully give you guys some ideas for some substitutes for particular teams that you guys might be building. If you enjoyed the video, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. With that said, let's start off with strength at Heavenly Demon 1. Alright, team building for strength. Now, Doffy 1 has no normal attacks only. So what we want to do is hit filter, make sure you got your strength units on, and there are no normal attacks only, which means if we bring Kaido, it's going to work wonderfully. If you bring something like Ulti. Wow, bad words. If you have like Ulti as captain, you can actually get around the Despair. You get a whole bunch of Despair on this content, plus you get a bunch of Paralysis. So if you want to run Ulti as your captain, maybe bring like, I don't know, someone else, like, what am I trying to say? Bring Kaido as a friend captain, run Kaido as a sub, you can do something like that, but look, it's much of a muchness, really. As I mentioned, there is a bunch of Despair on this content, so if you go to the filters, click on Despair, it'll bring up all the characters here for you that can get around Despair. Now, remember, you do need to bring a bunch of characters for Kaido. We're going to bring the lead performers. They give us a full board of 1 orbs at the start. Works very, very nicely. Remember, you do want to bring 2 characters to trigger the EX of Kaido. So the other character we're going to bring is this free-to-play Orochi. And then we want to bring someone that can get around Paralysis. There's also a stage that has Defense Up. So if you bring a character like Don Krieg and Jin that can do Paralysis and Defense Up in one special, you are going to be in for a really, really good time. As for other units that can get around Paralysis that might be effective for the Super EX of Kaido, you could probably bring this Jack and then replace that Kaido or lead performers with another King unit. That's going to work fine. But if you have Orochi, like, you're going to be in for a fun time there. As for the other unit, I'm going to slap on the free-to-play Bonnie. That should work out pretty hunky-dory. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, so Heavenly Demon 1's probably one of the easier fights for the 10-star GARP challenges. Revolutionary Army 1's probably the easiest, but look, Doffy 1's really not that far behind. We're going to bring double Kaido, because double damage is double fun. Plus, we can apply Burn Mechanic, increase damage taken, all that fun stuff, and 2 EXs are always better than 1. As I mentioned, you definitely can bring Ulti as a friend captain, or maybe bring your own Ulti if you don't have Kaido, and then bring a friend rush Kaido. That's going to work out fine. Just build the team like powerhouse centric, and you're going to have a fun time. Plus, Ulti's going to trigger Kaido's EX, and you can do some fun stuff there. On turn 2, this is where we get our first lot of Despair. It's actually 4 turns. I'm only just noticing that now. Okay, we might have messed up here. You might need to use something like Orochi's Honor with Banshu to actually take this stage down. But just for the sake of this, damn. Oh no. Nah, we should still be fine. Like, I mean, power creep's kind of crazy, but like, you probably just want to bring like an extra turn of Despair. I don't know, throw on, like I said, Orochi's Honor with Banshu, that's gonna suffice. I'm just stupid, so I stuffed that up, so it is what it is. On to the Rebecca stage, we're gonna get Paralyzed, and there's Defense up here. To get around this, we're just going to use the Don Krieg and Jin special. They also give us a orb buff, which is awesome. So you can easily kill with a bunch of orbs there. Then we move on to the big stage, which has like basically all of the Dressrosa Donnies. I think as long as you put like a good shot into what's his name? The dude with the long legs in the back there. As long as you put a good shot into him, like, the end of turn damage is actually going to do most of the work for you. On to Barto. Barto actually puts up a barrier, and he gives you Despair. So, to get around the barrier, you can actually use an EX here. Now, I was very silly, and, well, it's 2 turns of barrier, so you have to attack with, like, both your Kaidos. But if you guys are sort of better than I, and you don't stuff up your Despair, you can actually use an EX there, and that's just going to get rid of the barrier, and then that way you can literally just let the end of turn damage do the rest of the work for you. Onto the treble stage. This is where we get our next lot of paralysis, but that's okay because we have Bonnie special here. Bonnie can give us a bunch of chain boosting shenanigans, plus she gives us tap timing stuff, and because there's a bunch of characters here, it's very easy to sort of hit the amount of perfects that you need to get that. So we're just gonna, you know, I think it might be 4. I don't know. Let's just hit a couple extra perfects. I think it's 4 for Bonnie because she's a free-to-play character. At the end of the day, we're going to lose that chain boost anyway, but at least we get the carryover effect from Bonnie, so that's kind of neat. We do want to save one of the Kaido specials here. You can use the other one along the way. That doesn't really matter. And you want to save one of the EXs here as well. Saving one of the EXs is going to allow you to apply increased damage taken. Kaido's pretty much just going to kill everyone, and then just with literally one tap of the Kaido, you say see you later to Doffy. So that was strength. Let's go to quick now. No, Dex. We'll go to Dex now. And with Dex, they have Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a great end of turn damage dealer. Plus, you can use something like Kaido, and that's going to just provide more end of turn damage. For me, I'm not going to do that. You can run something like versus Yamato if you really want to get around Despair, all that fun stuff. For this particular team, I'm just going to try and build out the Despair removers, and then I just want to build out the what's it called? I just want to build out not only the Despair removers, but then also the Paralysis removers. So, we're going to click on... We're going to bring Sabo and Ace. No, do we want to bring Sabo? No, we want to bring Sabo and Ace. Sabo and Ace are good because you can trigger the Whitebeard, what's it called? Yeah, you know what? We will. We'll bring Sabo and Ace. We'll bring this particular Luffy as well. Let's bring this Luffy, actually. He's an attack booster now, so that's always fun. Then we want to bring Paralysis, but you also want to bring someone that does defense up with paralysis. That's going to be real clutch. So we're going to bring this Marco. He's boosted in the latest Kazuna too, so if you guys are looking for a good character there, he's going to do wonders for that. And then we'll bring... Who do we want to bring? We'll bring Shanks Buggy. Any chance I get to bring a Shanks character, I'm always going to bring Shanks character. Let's do this. Alright, double Whitebeard equals double damage, and as I mentioned, double damage is double fun. We don't have as much end of turn damage with Whitebeard like we do with Kaido, and we don't have the burn mechanic or the additional damage taken. So he's just kind of like a real budget Kaido, but it's weird because like it's Primebeard, and you bet your ass if they were fighting Primebeard versus like end of days Kaido, you bet your ass my money's on Primebeard. Like I know Oda said that like if Kaido's in a 1-on-1 fight, you always take Kaido, but like you're not taking Primebeard, dude. Like it's just not going to happen. On turn 2, we get Despaired. This is where we're going to use the Sabo Ace special. Sabo and Ace are also going to give our free spirit characters a nice chunky orb buff. So I'm just going to do a cheeky 1-2 tap with both Sabo Ace and Luffy. That's just going to be enough damage to kill there. On the Rebecca stage, honestly, you don't even really need to remove the defense up or the paralysis. You can just use Whitebeard's super type here, and that should actually just kill Rebecca. Like, I'm just not even kidding. Plus, because she's a... what's it called? Because she's a quick character, if you just let the end of turn damage do the work, you're going to easily kill there too. So just be mindful of that. As for the Dressrosa stage, this is where you kind of want to put a couple of pot shots into the strength guys, because the strength guys are going to have, I don't know why I clicked you. The strength guys are going to have the most resistance to Whitebeard's end of turn damage. So just make sure you do that and you should be hunky-dory. On to the next stage against Bato. We're going to get... what's it called? Despaired again. This is where the Luffers special is going to come into play. Luffers is going to give free spirits and fighters an attack boost, which means that Sabo Ace and Luffy are not only getting the attack boost, but so is Marco. So as long as you break the barrier, you will be in for a good time, and you can move on to the next stage against Treble. Treble has the lackeys in the back. They also have the paralysis here. You can let the end of turn damage do the work for you, but look, I'm going to use Shanks and Buggy. I don't really need the color affinity buff on the final stage. They also locked those tandem orbs for us that we had from Luffy. Just a nice little additional perk here, and then we can just sort of tap our way through. Remember, you have end of turn damage, so you don't really have to kill Treble. You just got to get him nice and low, and Whitebeard will just do the rest for you. Whitebeard killing the back units there is so handy, because they can actually hit you really, really hard. On the final stage against... Doffy and his lackeys, they do that orb rotation, which is super fucking annoying. Like, we just saved those tandem orbs, man. Can you just not be an ass? Lucky for us, though, we have the super classes available to us, and then we have the special, and then we have the other special, and from here, we basically just win. Like, it's just it's kind of free. What the fuck? Why are we attacking Doffy? The hell, man? There you go. So, double Wiper getting it done. Like I said, end of turn damage just makes life a lot easier for you. Moving on to the quick variation now. Whenever it comes to quick, I always like running either Kaido or King. Now, I tried King yesterday in Revolutionary Army 1, and just the auto proc kept getting cucked by the bind, so I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen here with the Despair. So, I think you can bring this King. He's actually going to cut our HP, which should, in turn, trigger Kaido's ability. I think. I hope it will. I hope it will. I'm also going to bring Cross Guild because we can use King for the first order spec, Cross Guild for the later one, and then just bink Cross Guild specials along the way. That's just going to work absolutely wonderfully. We're going to use the Don Krieg and Jin once again for the defense up and for the paralysis. And then for the other lot of paralysis, we're going to bring the new 5+ Ace, just because I feel like bringing Ace on a Kaido team is absolutely hilarious. Don't ask me why, but I just think it's funny. That's the team. Let's dive on in. Seeing as Ace and Kaido don't really have any coalition with each other at all, it's just, I don't know, to me it just seems pretty funny that a Whitebeard Pirate would be on a Kaido team after just talking about the fact that if I was to take Primebeard or Kaido, you bet your ass I'd be taking Primebeard. But hey, that's just me. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys are taking. Are you taking old Kaido or Primebeard? Let me know down below. And while you're down there, belt the like button for me, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Remember, if these teams aren't helping you guys out, we have the 2023 variation. There's a bunch of free-to-play subs there. There's a bunch of no supports, and just other characters that might help you out along the way. So we do want to get around the Despair here. I'm going to bink a Cross Guild special here, just because I need to start getting the Cross Guild situation to get down, so that way I can get the Despair removal on the last stage of their special. Now we've got the Super type. Look how low our HP is as well. That's just crazy stuff. I don't think this will this trigger the Kaido effect? I don't think it will. Will it? I think self-inflicted damage doesn't count, right? But does the... Yeah, no, so it doesn't. You have to take 10,000 damage with Kaido to actually get, his auto-proc special. I don't think there is any stage here that gives you, big damage. But I guess you could, still use Kaido to just bink it out. Now, I just totally forgot that I just was chatting away. And now we're here. We're here. And I didn't have the Despair removal. So that was silly of me. That was very silly of me. Don't know what to do here now. Because we're going to need Cross Guild to get through this next stage. So I guess we'll just see what happens with Super Tandem and Power Creep. No. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. But hey, we're here now. And all we can do is pray. That's all we can do. So, this is what should have happened. We should have used that earlier. And then that would have just, easily took out Barto, no issues whatsoever. But I totally forgot that if you just use that super type of Kaido, you are going to kill literally the entire stage. And I should have used Cross Guild first. That was meant to happen. So we'll use Ace here to extend that chain lock. Really, really nice combination actually there. Don't ask me that it was planned, because it definitely was not. I'm gonna have to I have to do this. This has to happen. I have to kill everything, because otherwise they're gonna kill me, because I was just such a spoon earlier and didn't use Cross Guild properly. So I stuffed up with using King yesterday, and honestly, I probably stuffed up by using Kaido today. It didn't work in our favor here, but that's okay. We lose that color type advantage here, because we're a bunch of quick units. Well, Captain is quick, but Kaido should honestly just kill pretty much everything, and then ideally we can just tap around the circle and we'll be okay. I imagine literally just with the chain lock and, yeah, see. Just with the chain lock and the increased damage taken, Kaido's just going to do absolute bits. Now remember, use the Cross Guild special before you actually kill the big enemy stage. And that way you get the Despair popping off easily. So, yeah. Moving on to Sai now. Sai's going to be the easiest run of your damn life. Honestly, you just bring this Luffy and then a Nami friend captain, and you're going to be covered for literally everything that you need to worry about. It's absolutely wild, but for the sake of this run, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring Law on the team. We're going to do that. We're going to bring Nami herself, just for the sake of the argument, right? And then we're going to bring 2 paralysis removers. We do want to still bring someone that can remove defense up, actually, too. So that's something that we definitely need. Let's bring you. Slap on you. And let's do paralysis here as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Who do we want? Bada bap. Is there a Robin character, maybe? No? Interesting. Interesting. I just don't know. I just don't know who to bring. Just because I actually wanted to bring someone that could get around paralysis. We'll bring... Who do I want to bring here? God damn, why am I struggling so much here? I literally just said this is going to be the easiest, like, choice of your entire life. And now I'm sitting here like, oh no, what do I do? We'll bring... Oh my god, I don't know who to bring. Wait. Hang on. This guy here does paralysis and defense up. That's going to make life a lot easier. And then we can just bring... I don't know, screw it, let's just bring Rayleigh. Yeah, we'll bring Rayleigh. There you go, that'll do. As mentioned, if you are struggling with paralysis, just bring Nami as a friend captain and it will literally cover you. You won't have to worry about it at all, and it's super fast and super easy. But if you can't be bothered, like myself, because this is still pretty easy content at the end of the day, you can just run double Gear 5, 6+. Now, if you're sitting there saying, Stump, I don't have Gear 5, 6+, because I kept the 6-star because he works better for most content. I get it, I understand. Just run Nami with a friend captain 6+ Luffy. If you can't find friend captain 6+ Luffys for whatever reason, because I say that because they're literally everywhere, you can just bring Roger. Just bring like a Roger friend captain and that's also going to work. Luffy literally just takes care of the despair and then you're off to the races. I'm going to use one of the super EXs of Luffy purely because I just don't think I need both of them later on. Plus, it gives me the opportunity to use it, not being immune to it, not having full immunity, so I'm actually going to use it there. We're going to use the Zoro special here. He removes the defense up and the paralysis. Any character that can do that is going to work great. You can also slap on a support on any defense up remover, and that is also going to remove the 1 turn of paralysis. Nami's going to halve it, and if you have a ship like I do with the whale sharks, then you can easily remove all the paralysis very simply. But as I mentioned, just like Don Krieg and Jin, if you use a character that does that, it just makes life very, very easy. I'm going to bink the Nami special here. Nami's pretty much just going to get everyone so low that tapping with like each unit is going to make life so much easier to kill. And when we get hit with that other turn of paralysis, Nami's just going to gobble up half of it and just get her special back, which is going to be really, really nice. To get around the despair on this stage, we do nothing. Ha! Screw you, Barto. We're going to use the Law special here because Law is going to give us an orb buff, end of turn damage, and threshold. The end of turn damage will help us out on the next turn, purely because the next turn has that really annoying, well, has a bunch of units in the back, and they can be just a little bit frustrating to deal with. So the end of turn damage should help us out just a bit. And saying that though, with Rayleigh, we should be able to just bink this stage pretty simply. Rayleigh's going to remove the paralysis. He gives us an attack boost. He gives us an orb buff. He also gives us final tap for cerebrals and slashes, if I remember correctly. So if you tap with them last, you're going to hit harder, but you can save that for the final stage. Because I don't think it can be blown away. I might be wrong there, but it might not be able to be blown away. I don't think it can be blown away. We'll see. I mean, Doffy's going to hit us really hard here. No, it can be blown away. There you go. Okay, so it is what it is. Sucks to suck, I guess. On this final stage, you can apply increased damage taken. So this is where we have Luffy once again. We can use Nami to apply base stats and chain boost. As you can see, Nami literally just kills all those units there. Luffers is going to hit pretty hard. This Luffers can hit pretty hard, and then you're just left with Doffy, and he just dies. So, Sai, like I said, probably the easiest run out of all of them. Kaido's up there, but look, Sai with Gear 5 Luffy makes it very, very simple. Finally, we have INT, and normally INT's like one of the harder ones to build for, but with Uta, it's pretty easy. Uta just covers you for the paralysis removal, and with that, you can just bring like a bunch of other units. Now, I like to bring Big Mom, this unit here. She's very similar to like Kaido and Whitebeard. In terms of she does her end of turn damage, she does like a HP cut on entry as well, which is really, really nice. We do need to bring characters to get around Despair still, even though we're covered for Paralysis. We do want to bring a bunch of Despair units. For this team, you could bring like Roger and Whitebeard. That way you have their switch ability every single turn. You can bring something like Lilith. Lilith's pretty fun. She can do some fun stuff with overrideable stuff. And then you also have like this Rayleigh who can just like double special activation pretty easy. You also have Pudding who can stockpile specials as well. That's always a fun time. I'm going to bring Roger and Whitebeard because remember they're a striker as well. You do want to bring Cerebrals and Strikers. Upside to Big Mom, she's a striker. Upside to Lilith, she's a Cerebral character. And finally, you do want to bring that defense up removal that I keep rambling on about. So for this team, we're going to use Queen. Yeah, we'll use Queen. Queen's fun because you can get the specials back. Alright, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Using Uta makes it very, very easy because Uta gives you an attack boost, an ore boost for 3 turns, and then because you have 2 Utas, you get just so much going for you. Like, it's just ridiculous. We're going to kill that int unit in the back there. He's going to give us all our special charges. We love that. Thank you very much, little int man. And we can just, like, let the run do its thing. If you guys don't have, like I said, you don't have Roger Whitebeard, you don't have Lilith, just bring 2 other Despair removers. If you guys don't have Big Mom, you don't really need her. You're going to be covered here. The thing that you really want to take care of here is the Despair. You can do that, like I said, with Lilith. Lilith's going to give us an ore buff there too, which makes it very easy to just use Big Mom as, use Uta as a single tap. That works nicely. To get around the defense up, we have Queen. Again, if you don't have Queen, just bring any other defense up remover. We're going to use one of our Uta specials here. That's just going to get the ball rolling with all of the Uta fun. We're not going to use Big Mom just yet because we don't really need to just yet. She gives us a full board of what's it called? Semler slots, but I'm going to use her here because this is the stage that's super annoying in terms of end of turn damage. But because we have Uta, like it's so easy to just bink this out like this. I'm actually going to use those Semler slots to heal back up. Not that it really matters. Like it's a lot of healing though, so it's like cheeky little 22k. Bardo's going to Despair us, so this is where we're going to use our Roger and Whitebeard special. Roger and Whitebeard are actually going to increase color affinity and all that fun stuff. So what you can do is here, actually, you can switch with Roger Whitebeard and then use the Roger Whitebeard special. That's going to give yourself color affinity. Once that happens, and you break... Oh, Lilith has Barrier Pen too. That's fun. I'll say, once you break the barrier, it's free. Big Mom's going to take care of these back units as well. You can use the Uta special here to get some carryover shenaniganry. You're going to lose the Uta special on the final stage because the... what's it called? You know what? I'm just going to do this because it's just easier. You're going to lose the song buff, but that's okay because once it applies, or once it's removed, sorry, it reapplies itself with that awesome ability it has. I'm going to use the other super type of Uta here. Unfortunately, I don't really have any other special at my disposal. But we can just get some matching orbs here. And I believe if we go like this, and then like that, the end of turn damage should do the rest. Nice. So there you guys go. That is Doffy 1 in a nutshell. Lots of fun. Honestly, Doffy 1's been around for so long that it's very fun content, if you ask me, just to build really wonky-ass teams. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's...